Hey guys, I'm just making a quick cigarette. uh, sorry. I tickled myself. Okay, so, I hope you watched my reading. Well, it was a story time. And I thought about, like, some stuff I didn't think to say in it. Like, I realized at the end I had some sort of point that I wanted to make. God, what was it? Here, I'm just finishing this. Cigarette. Rolling a cigarette. Yeah. How are you guys? I can't stop. Guys has been something that I have said my whole life, you guys. I love saying friends. My friends. My friends. So I'm gonna use... It's like, if you know ESO, this is like dropping your ulti on a cockroach. But I'm all about the intensity. Okay. So, what do we want to talk about? What did I want to talk about? Oh, I wanted to tell you guys that I have been going through this whole journey, like awakening to the other side of the coin. Like, I have always been this huge, confident self-confidence. I had strong opinions, strong points of view, passionate. I'm a very passionate person. And so my point, sorry, bear with me, I'm tired. I said that in my last video I just posted. I was so one way, my whole life. I didn't understand other perspectives. Like, how could somebody do it any differently than me, or see things any differently than me? How could anything other than what I believe in be true, I fall hard, love hard and fast, all about passion. And why wait? If I can't have what I want when I want it, like, it's so torturous for me to wait for things. That's like the worst for me. So I also have a huge pride problem. I think I'm right. I think, well, not anymore. Now I question if anything is right. Even new ideas I come up with that I think are right, I don't even know if they're right. I don't know what the fuck is going on, guys. I've learned a lot though, so I wanted to tell you guys that I bring a perspective, an interesting perspective to these readings. That came from such a one way of seeing things point of view. I believed in twin flames. I believed that because I saw all these signs that I interpreted were meaning that this guy that I met was my twin flame, and I thought, oh, I see all the signs. You know, you just need to accept the truth that I've come to know. And of course, being in a relationship is the only awesome thing to do. It's the only, like, healthy thing to do. That being independent and staying single, that's not healthy, you know, and that's bullshit. It's total utter bullshit. You know, there's truth to a lot of things. You can take, a lot of it comes down to what's right for you. You know, you can't let anyone tell you what's right for you. My friend, he told me to be selfish, and I didn't understand that. I spent my whole life putting everybody else first, just ready to serve, you know? How can I serve you to get you to love me and be there for me? And it's all about control. It's a control issue when you feel like you have to convince somebody that you belong together. And it's such an invasion of the other person's, like, autonomy and dignity. And really intrusive, you know. And I don't want to judge. I don't know what anybody else is doing. I'm talking about myself. You know, it's one thing to not give up on somebody, but I think I took it too far. And it's intrusive to insert myself in somebody else's life and say, I'm your perfect soulmate match, and can't you see we're meant to be together? Can't you see it? So I feel bad, you know. So my point. Thank you for your patience with me, guys. My friends, being a double fire sign means it's hard for me to focus. I move quickly from thought to thought. It's like I kind of think faster than I can spit it out. Or do I talk faster than I can think? I don't know. So I just want to keep this reeled in, you know, to stay on point here. And that's not one of my strong suits, to get to the point quickly. So hopefully if you're here, you're enjoying yourself. Get some popcorn, some soda. Don't drink soda. It's not good for you. I wouldn't, you know, if it's morning when you're watching this, get some coffee. You can turn the volume up and listen to me in the background, or pause this. So, I have seen things from so many angles because I spent like 3 years or more obsessing about this subject and analyzing it from every perspective I could possibly think of. I probably thought of more perspectives than there really should be possible. So I wanted to say that, I watch a lot of tarot myself. I have my favorite readers. Dharma, Cindy, San, Steve. There's more. The Hermit Tarot, White Rose Guidance, RZ Oracles, dang, I feel like I'm gonna leave out somebody really awesome, and I don't mean to. But this isn't about how many tarot readers I watch. Sorry. So I watch a lot of tarot. I think and I think and I think and I think. And, I'm not just thinking about that other person anymore. I think about me, and I'm starting to see myself kind of like a mirror to this person I was obsessed with. And I'm realizing I'm doing all the things that I thought he was doing. Like being afraid of commitment, being afraid to talk about your feelings, being afraid to be vulnerable and, not let somebody hurt you, not sure if I even want a commitment anymore. Do I want to go live by myself and, never date again? And shit like that, am I straight? Am I bi? Am I, do I identify as female or non-binary or a masculine, a guy, a dude? I've started to think that maybe I'm in love with myself. I know that's weird. And as a Leo, I'm not surprised I'm saying that. But I started to realize I'm the best thing about every relationship I've ever had. Every good time I had with anybody was because I was participating in that. I was having a good time. I was joking, laughing, being funny, witty, smart, vivacious, quirky, spunky, silly. I can sit here and I can think of myself and say, I'm pretty awesome. That guy didn't want to be with me, but I'm learning that that's his choice and it has nothing to do with me, and I feel bad, I took it too far, and I feel bad that I was so intrusive to that person. But being a Leo, Aries, Cancer makes me very intense. I'm learning that people who can be around me and not want to run away screaming, who can handle my intensity, the intensity of my pain, my passions, disappointments, hopes, dreams. How many times I lose track of what I'm talking about and just trail off and forget I'm talking because I get lost in my head thinking about something else. Or how many times I stopped telling the story I started to tell because I made a sub point that made me feel like I was done with my point. But I had only said one point that was a sub point to what I started to say. Kind of like what I'm doing now. I keep circling around the point, bringing it up, but not really getting to it. So, I'm going to be really vulnerable. You know, I'm really self-conscious when I do this, when I don't get to the point, when I'm searching for the words to say while I'm on camera. And, you know, I can't think about how many people are not gonna be patient enough to listen or be interested enough to listen to me get through this whole thing that I want to say. But even if there's one person who listens to this all the way through, or, you know, if there's one person who resonates with what I'm saying or is encouraged by it, or it makes some sort of a difference, that's good enough for me. So thanks for being here. Whoever, you know, feels cool to kick it with me, you know, that's pretty something. So the point was, I'm just gonna spit the summary, like the end point out, because I keep trying to build up to it, but I feel like I can't quite get all the way to the point. I did a terrible job making this thing. It's all, the tip is all wanting to fall out and stuff. This goddamn fucking thing. I love swearing. I don't think of it as wrong at all. I don't see it as morally wrong. I know some people aren't comfortable with it, but I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's actually part of my personality, a huge part of my personality, to express myself in a coarse, intense way. And I appreciate other people who are like that too. I have the most fun. So, my battery's getting low. Dang it. Okay, what was the point? The point was, I realized that I resonate as the masculine in the readings now. And every reading I watch, like I wish, you know, when you watch things like that are about love or twin flames, it doesn't even have to be twin flames. Like even regular readings talk about if there's a relationship involved in the reading, whether they're the masculine or the feminine. So I'm like, can't I be the feminine again? Like, can I go back to that where I thought I was the feminine? But I mean, it's complicated. I, for the most part, see myself as feminine, mostly. but I'm learning to incorporate and love the masculine um, attributes in me, like the fact that I'm pushy, I'm forward, I'm blunt. I say things that most other people wouldn't say, because you don't say things to people. You don't say that to people. I do. I'm a challenger. I challenge. And I don't, I'm just an intense person. That's just my zodiacs. It's not, I used to think people like that were that the saying that, that's just who they are. You just have to accept that. I used to think that was bullshit, but it's so true. Now that I can't unsee zodiacs, and I see them in everybody. I can call people's zodiac just by talking to them or hearing comments they make. I can tell which zodiac they likely are or have in their chart. If I know them well enough, I can guess specifically what their sun, moon, and rising is. Not that I wouldn't ever make a mistake on that, but I get close. I nail it. So that's my point. I wanted to tell you guys, my friends, that I have a lot to offer. I have learned so much about zodiacs, and I'm starting to know them all inside and out. And it's really bringing a depth to my readings that I can just understand the story that's coming out in the cards. I'm also branching away from just seeing things. I used to use the picture of my situation to help me. Not that I'm putting myself in the reading, but it's like a picture in my head to help me describe what I'm seeing in the cards. And I trust that whatever comes out was what somebody needed to hear. Or maybe that's what their situation is. I believe that. So I'm not afraid to let my readings resemble things that I've dealt with, although I don't sit there reading and assuming that this reading I'm doing has anything to do with me. If it happens to resonate with me, I usually just kind of think of that as a coincidence, or, just the fact that that's kind of like the picture I was getting. So I thought of this other thing, though, that I can use as another, instead of just seeing things from a twin flame point of view. I found this other story, I guess, in my head, this other scenarios that I can think of. I can even think of a movie and say, oh, this would be kind of like, if in that one movie, where this person does this, that's what this would be like, and I can say, picture this, and I might be nailing it. I might be saying exactly what's going on. I trust that these videos are going to find who they're meant to be for. And my real intention is to help. I know what it feels like to be there when you're just looking for answers. And I think all the answers that I got in the moment from each tarot reading was what I was meant to hear and the process of the journey I was meant to go on. I still use tarot. I'm not really using tarot to figure out who I'm going to be with anymore. I've been through so much with relationships and figuring out how to pick somebody, how to know what I'm compatible with and what I'm not. There's so much that I've learned, and I am so excited, and I keep wanting to do readings, and I'll get to a point, I go so long between posting, but then I'll get to a point where I'm just craving to do readings because I know I've got so much context and experience to draw from to get the meanings out of the cards that for the message that I believe Spirit wants to come through for whoever needs to hear them. And so now I understand both what it feels like to be the feminine in the story and the masculine. I can honestly say that I can talk to you as if I'm the masculine. What do masculines generally deal with? What are their perspectives and the way they see it? I see it the other way now, more as a masculine than on the feminine side. So I don't have to try to guess or say things that I like wishful thinking, what we all hope the masculines are thinking, what we hope they're feeling, what we assume they must be going through. So instead of having just that one side of it, I'm really glad that I can, tell it from the masculine's perspective. I understand it now. You can't judge someone. It does not matter how bad you think that person is and what they're doing. You cannot judge it. Because I was judging that guy, and now I'm doing the same things that guy was doing. But now I completely understand, because now I know why I'm doing it. And I know how real it is, how valid it is to have this perspective that I have now. So I don't judge masculines anymore. And I'm not looking at the readings like expecting no, I don't know what is going to come out when I start to read. I'm not expecting any certain messages or outcomes. I don't have to think of it in terms of relationships anymore when I read tarot. I can now finally, it was so long that all I could see when I looked at tarot and oracle was romance, relationship scenarios, and that's all it was about. I couldn't do a reading where I just was pulling on general things. Now I can. I'm so excited to bring that to this next round of zodiacs. I still haven't decided what I want the topic to be, but I feel like I had some really cool idea and I forgot what it was, and I feel like I wish I could remember it because it would have been so cool. But I have confidence that Spirit will help me come up with an amazing topic for this round of zodiacs. I have this deck. you know, I learned tarot where, you know, a lot of people say don't try to memorize all the keywords for every card. Just do your best to get you know, like an interpretation or two or three or whatever of the way you see each card. You don't need 25 words memorized for upright on one card and 25 more for the reversal of that one card, and have that for 78 cards plus the Lenormand. No. So I went and I finally got a deck that has which symbol, which element each card is associated with, the zodiac. It even has a music key, yes or no, what chakra, what colors, the symbolic colors in the card. It came with this cool chart that I can use to look up like the different color things, some stuff about the elements. A lot of this I already know, but you know, I don't have every zodiac memorized, for which I have a lot of them memorized, but not all of them. Of like, oh, the Chariot, that's a Cancer card. I want to get there because I see value in being able to see that. But you know, I'm layering line upon line, precept upon precept. But anyway, so I want to use these cards because I can go and learn a few more meanings, you know, to I don't even have to memorize them. I can just intuitively look at this list of keywords and take what I already usually see from the card, the imagery, the meanings I have memorized for the cards, what I've come to see them as, plus now I got vocabulary words that will help me describe. And I don't pick up, like, so say I'm doing a reading and there's like 10 different keywords. Well, I'm not picking up on maybe but one of those. So I'm able to blend my intuitive reading with picking out which one of these keywords is standing out to me for the reading. You'll see. I'll try it out and use the new techniques I've thought of in my readings, and think of what the theme is gonna be, and maybe I'll start tomorrow with Aries, and round we go, the zodiac wheel. So my friends, I'm sorry I feel like I ramble and it's hard for me to stick to my point, but maybe, I don't know, maybe somebody finds that amusing and not annoying. I feel like if you're here watching, maybe you're amused. The people who found me annoying are already gone, so we won't worry about them. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. And I hope we have lots of fun together. I have tons of fun on my readings. I love cracking myself up I do that a lot. So I actually enjoy watching my own readings back because I laugh some more at the shit that I say. Okay, well, have a lovely evening and take great care. Okay, bye.